There is nothing complicated about compost, but it's a word sometimes used incorrectly to describe other materials with a similar appearance. A clear understanding of basic terms helps avoid confusion. Compost. Compost is made up of organic matter, carbon-based materials derived from plants or animals at a stage of decomposition that can vary. The term compost simply refers to any organic matter, like leaves, roots, garden prunings, and vegetable peelings, that has decomposed or broken down to the point that most of those original materials are not recognizable. Compost has a dark brown color and, ideally, but not always, a soft and crumbly texture. It's not a stable product, but will continue to decompose, reducing in volume as it does so. What comes from a compost heap is never perfectly even or finished, but is always a valuable resource for your garden. Soil. Clay, sand, silt, and other minerals combine with organic matter to form the soil in which gardens, farmed crops, and forests grow. Soil rarely contains more than 10% organic matter. 3 to 5% is enough to benefit soil health, while 5 to 10% is desirable for growing great vegetables. Manure. Animal dung, with or without bedding materials, is called manure. Animals from which manure is gathered eat plant material, so their fresh manure is digested organic matter that will decompose to become compost after about a year, just like garden or kitchen waste. Composted manure from horses, chickens, and other farm animals is ideal for garden use. Gardeners use the term manure to differentiate the origin of this compost as they would use leaf mold to describe compost made solely from fallen leaves. What about humus? Humus is a confusing term that is used to describe stable forms of organic matter within soil. Compost is not humus. Humus could be described as the next stage resulting from the further decomposition of organic matter, perhaps over a very long time. Stable organic matter does exist within soils, but scientists have only been able to isolate it by subjecting soil to highly alkaline pH 13 solutions. This has prompted doubts that the substance known to science and studied as humus exists in soil under normal conditions. Why use compost? Compost on the soil surface is a quick and simple way to create healthy, nourished, well-drained soil. When nurtured in this way, soil has a soft surface for sowing, a wonderful structure for root growth, and is able to provide plants with nutrients without any need for additional feeds or fertilizers. Compost mulches imitate nature. A mulch is anything spread or lying on the surface of soil. Adding compost as a mulch nourishes soil in the same way as the natural accumulation and decomposition of fallen leaves and other organic material on the soil surface of pastures and woodland. A compost mulch on the soil surface is just adding this organic matter in a form that is already at least partially decomposed. The microbes responsible for decomposition convert the constituents of composted materials into complex organic compounds. This process continues as compost is further broken down after it's spread, providing a reliable source of food for other bacteria and fungi in the soil, which play key roles in helping plants obtain the nutrients and moisture needed for growth. Practical with quick results. The joy of compost is that it's easy to use at any time of year and quickly effective. I spread compost on my no-dig beds in autumn mostly to feed soil organisms and protect soil from winter rain. Compost's complex organic compounds contain water-insoluble nutrients, which are not leached by rainfall, unlike those found in most fertilizers. When spread as a mulch, it's possible to sow and plant into compost immediately, covering weedy ground so that it can quickly be converted into productive beds. Compost is a good growing medium in itself.